Hey guys, it's Andrew here from The Pursuit. Jordan and I have just been dreaming about this summer, and we just wanted to bring you in on some of the ideas that we've got cooking. We believe so much in the power of life groups. Almost every time I ask a student what their favorite part of our youth ministry is, it's always one of three things: their friends, their leaders, or their life groups, which is essentially all of the above. We don't see our leaders as security guards or babysitters. We really do see them as the youth pastors to your students. And the time that they spend listening to your students and loving on your students is changing their lives and shaping their eternity. We really do think that the best thing that our youth ministry has to offer is our life groups, and that everything else that we do in our program, from hangout to worship, is just building towards this time that your student spends in their small groups talking about their lives at the end of the night. But it can be really tough to build deep, meaningful connections in just 30 to 45 minutes. And maybe some of you have had your students come home and they've said things like they just don't feel very connected with their groups, or they don't feel like their groups know them, or that they know the other students in their life groups. And I get that. I was a life group leader for 8 years, and we had that exact same struggle with our guys. And I was doing it by the book. I followed the questions to the T. I was consistent, I was committed, but I'll never forget, about 4 years into my time serving with my life group, it was our freshman year at winter camp. And during the last session, we asked our guys, what could we do to draw closer together as a life group? And one of our guys said, man, it'd be really cool if we got to know each other. This guy had been one of our most loyal students. I don't think he'd ever missed a week, and he still didn't feel like he knew the other guys in his life group. Man, that hit me right in the heart. And after that point, we started mixing things up. We created lots of opportunities for our guys to spend big chunks of time together that were loosely structured, time enough to go on hikes and swims and even do some of our own Bible studies and service projects. And God did amazing things with that group of guys. He took a bunch of strangers and he turned them into lifelong friends. And we want to give your students the same opportunity to go deeper and to draw closer with the other students and leaders in their group. So we've been dreaming and thinking and asking ourselves some big questions. Questions like, what if life groups were longer than 30 to 45 minutes? What if they were an hour long? What if they were 2 hours long? What if students didn't just show up to a ministry that had life groups as a part of it? What if they had a whole night of life groups? And so this summer, we're gonna be trying something that we've never done before. We're gonna restructure Renewal to not just be a youth ministry with life groups, but to become a youth ministry of life groups, where your students and their leaders will have the freedom to meet off-site at a coffee shop or in someone's home or a park, to have a Bible study together that can go longer than half an hour. And other nights that they can plan to just have fun and make memories and create inside jokes and build bonds and trust that can only come from that informal, fun environment. And then other nights still where they get to serve alongside one another, standing side by side and sharing God's love. This doesn't mean we're just gonna take the summer off. In fact, we've already been working really hard to make sure that your students' life group leaders are totally set up for success. And we're also gonna be meeting once a month for a big renewal rally. Imagine what youth group could look like if you had a full month to plan it. We'll be sharing student stories, celebrating impact projects, and worshiping like crazy. Now, I know as you're listening to this, you've probably got a lot of questions and concerns running through the back of your mind, and we want to hear them. We want to hear from you. So reach out to us. Call me or Jordan with any of your questions and concerns. You can message us at youth@thepursuit.org, and we would encourage all of you to join us on May 30th as we share our summer vision with the whole youth group. The first half of that night, you get to hear that vision right alongside your students, and then the last half, we want to meet with with you, and we want to answer all of your questions. So mark your calendars, May 30th, Summer Vision Night Parent Meeting. We'll see you there.